Oh my, what am I thinking? All right, I'm just going to go ahead and put this one on here. Put a little bit of water out. Just the tiniest little bit of water. That cat. Okay. And try out these. Now these are all under control by gum arabic, and they look like they have two kinds of hair, one in the middle that's stiffer and coming to a point, and then more of a sable on the outside that has more scales on it to hold more water. And there are three sizes: small, medium, and large. So this would be like, oh, I don't know, an aught, a 1, and a 2, maybe, in our sizes. In Western sizes, I mean, our sizes. In Western sizes, here. This is about a 4, I think. Yeah, this is a 4 right here. So, yeah, that's about a 1, a 2, and an aught. And then you have like a double aught and a triple aught in the smaller ones. These I got on Temu. I'm trying them out. Everything I've got from Temu has been just great, and like not just great, but for the price, absolutely fabulous. So I'm going to put this in here and soften it. Oh, very easy. I can see it has several colors of hair in here. It's got a little bit of lamb too. Ooh, what a beautiful brush. Softens right up, and I put it down, but I don't want to be sticking the bamboo into it all the time. You don't want to either. Nobody does, because that might loosen it up. I'm not sure what's in there making it. Okay, so this is going to be a very nice watercolor brush, as well as like a lining brush. And again, Chinese brushes are made to hold like this, so you move your whole arm when you paint, or you can hold them the same you hold a Western brush. Whatever you do, don't choke something with, like this. Go ahead and you want to play with it. So I'm just going to make my shirt and hoodie in here black. Is this on? Okay, good. Maybe I can come a little closer too. And that's okay. And this is my general Sketch&Wash pencil. And you can see what kind of marks I have here that I'm turning into initially a dark wash. Oh, this holds a nice amount of water and it paints so smoothly. And you notice I'm painting with the whole side of the brush sometimes. And these, I prefer the rounds for painting. They're the most versatile. Okay. And I can go over this later with dry pencil. Go over it with wet pencil too. Kind of like laying the graphite ink down first and then treating it as if it's kind of my palette. I discovered that I have two cowlicks. I always wanted one and I didn't think I had one. I discovered in the last couple of months that I actually have two. And I'm a Pisces, born very much right on the cusp of Aries, and due to the certain progression through life, our sun sign sometimes progresses on, and I'm at 29.5 degrees. Pisces, and 30 degrees is one sign, so I'm very close to being in Aries, but I'm not. But since I'm much older than I was the day I was born, more of those qualities would be showing up in anyone. And this was just kind of accidental. I had my hair pinned up like that just to get it out of the way. You see, it works just like watercolor. Why? Because watercolor is water, and this is not a color, it's a shade. Water and pigment. We'll call this pigment. Oh, look at that! Look. Oh. Pardon me. Got little Lulu buns too, but you can see also how much water this brush will hold. And it's especially nice with the ink pencils, because like you see, I'm making lines now. Yeah, God, look at that cabinet. Just did something weird there. Anyway, I'm making lines. The lines are there already by the pencil, the ink pencil, but I'm continuing on with the same load of water in my brush. And it's also picking up pigment as it goes, so I can get a little darker shade. I went over and put my brush into my empty water thing. It's my habit. That's why I'm a little bit ticked off that my cat thinks it's a wonderful place to drink water. Because I want it there, right at my hand when I want it. Let's see how it works with a little bit of color. So, everybody, this is a little note about watercolor and watercolor brushes. I'm sourcing them all the time, trying to find inexpensive ones to get to people so that they have a good experience with watercolor. Synthetic watercolor brushes just don't do it. Here's what's interesting. Oh, look at this. This beautiful point. Look at it in the water. And out it comes, point. Get the water out of it, let it dry. I see no bristles coming out. I think I see a real light colored hair at the end, but I'm not sure. I don't think so. So we have up here in the belly, we have some extra sable on there. And that is helping to hold water as well as give it a shape. I believe there's some lamb inside to help hold water. And then there's a darker black hair that's giving it this beautiful point. And spring. So, you know those water pen brushes, and it's a synthetic brush, and then it's a clear plastic thing here, and you squeeze it to squeeze water out and make it go through the color that you have on your brush down here. It's mimicking this, and this, it's always better to have the original than the copy, right? And then the mimic. Yeah, the real deal. Now, I have no idea how long these will last. I do know you're going to have to take care of them. So am I. Anybody. We. You means, it means me too. And it's going to be very satisfying because you've got the performance of a real hair brush, a good real hair brush, with the water retention of a very expensive real hair brush, which is the main point of a good watercolor brush. I don't mean that point either. I mean the main idea is you need a bunch of water in there. The other idea is you want a nice point. And you saw this go from just up to a point. This is a good all-around brush. And it comes, well, I've got 3 of them here. I don't know where the other 2 are. Here they are. So this is the largest one, approximately a size 2. And these are not made for anything but doing detail. This is small here. This is 6 by 9. So, yeah. My hand covers the whole thing. I usually paint like regular paintings with a 7 or 8, and then well, I'm picking them out and I'm picking them all out. My go-to brushes, okay, these are all larger. They're all Sable. This is Sable and bone, Sable and bamboo, Sable and wood. This is very old Sable and wood. Gee, it's stiff. What earth did I have in it? This is the one I talked about before. It's probably 75 years old. Could be older. May have been made before World War II. I don't know if they stopped production during World War II. And again, these are these ones with the black and the red black handles are the Winsor Newton Series 7, and they're made for Queen Victoria, and they're still made today. You know, they're really, really good. I don't know what happened to that. I hope the cat wasn't licking it or something. So, anyway, back to these. So then I have a medium-sized brush. These are my mediums here. And my main brush that I paint with all the time is a Series 7, size 7. And I've actually gone through a couple of these. A couple, maybe two. And one of them maybe I didn't use very well. And this is a Series 6, which is also Sable, Winsor Newton. This got a little bit loose, probably because it was too dry. This is a size 4. Let's see what kind of a point it comes to. Oh, even with bristles sticking out on the edges. Now, I might give it a nice little shampoo and brush cleaner. And put some gum arabic on it. A little bit of gum arabic and water just to hold it together to a point for a while. This is why you never leave your brushes standing in water. You don't want them to get bit. I'm not sure how that got bent sideways. Probably carrying it around or something. It's straightened out though. Okay. So your good watercolor brushes, again, they got a nice big belly to hold water and a beautiful point to hold your pigment, and you let the water, however much you have, seep down through it to push the color out onto the paper. Or you just put straight water down on the paper and then you add color to it. Or you put pigment down and you add water to that. But water is really important in these. Notice, again, this is another one. Nice big belly water to dry. Hang it up. I need to put my brush thing back together. So you'll see them standing like this in studios and all, but they're not wet. They just go in there for convenience after they're dry. I just lay mine down on my painting towel. I got a lot of them wet playing. That was quite an experience trying to talk while doing this. Yeah, fiddling around and making a sketch. And putting my little Lulu ram's horns on my head. Because that's how I would have my hair for the last couple of days. 2 big weird curls. All right, I'm done. And oh, I'm glad, and I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to go move my car and go out to one of my happy places, which is H Mart. amongst the vegetables, or maybe I'll just drive around. 20 minutes, not bad. Longer than I expected. Oh, please give me a thumbs up, which is a like, comment, ask a question, follow me, which is subscribe. I think I filmed this whole one upside down somehow. So I'll have to be editing those. And check out my other videos.